Ladies and gentlemen, very big day for Palantir stock, especially as they have officially secured that multi-$100 million contract with the United Kingdom National Health Service. We're going to be talking about this. Lots of media report. We're going to get that coverage here in just a second, and also some big bullish catalysts for Palantir stock today. So make sure you stay tuned for the full video because we have a lot to talk about and analyze. Let's roll the clip here.
Peter Thiel is set to secure a contract with the UK's National Health Service. Now, the controversial 5-year contract is valued at more than $480 million, and it's meant to enhance the NHS's data analysis capabilities. Many, though, criticize the NHS's association with the analytics company, citing patient data privacy concerns.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Has been top of mind and an issue now for some time. But when it comes to Palantir, whether or not that's going to materially move the business, we're seeing some excitement around this with shares up just about 2%. But Brad, Palantir is a company and is a stock that initially at the start of the year was riding a lot of that enthusiasm for AI. Palantir really saying that they are one of the critical players within AI. Over the last month or two, we've seen some on the street come out question just that and how quickly their business could potentially benefit from AI. Morgan Stanley was one of those on the sell side, analyst Keith Weiss.
Seeing what's happened this year.
Stock's valuation fully reflects the AI euphoria, and any tailwind from this trend is going to take some time to materialize. So a deal like this may be offsetting some of those concerns. Year to date, we're still up nearly 140%.
Yeah.
We'll see what this deal does to its business.
Yeah, some
Okay, now they're analyzing that now. Here, let's roll this last 30 seconds.
Sputter did not diminish some of those major returns that investors had seen. As you were mentioning, 140% roughly year-to-date returns for Palantir, and a company that hinges a lot on some of those major government contracts. Of course, government's trying to figure out where they can deploy some of their own AI research, and then additionally, kind of making sure that that goes into their own defense mechanisms. So many different instances where Palantir already plays as well. So.
Yep. Yeah. And I bet the government contracts make up about 50% of Palantir's. If you even look right here, government makes about 56.2% of Palantir's revenue, commercial at 43.8% right there. But Article Security, kind of covers this, basically saying how Palantir is doing well, and they're really utilizing this type of AI, these contracts, especially with selling their softwares, to help be a big catalyst for their company, and will it basically help keep that momentum. So lots to talk about. Of course, if you're new to the video, new to the channel, hit that like button, subscribe for daily videos. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. But Palantir, what we saw when that media was reporting, Palantir was up about 2%. Palantir does well on a rebound today. Not going to lie, 5.57%, especially with the setback that it did have yesterday. These new contracts, and especially with the collaboration that we've recently seen with PwC, has really been a great push for buying pressure coming into the stock. And especially in terms, remember, the stock market got beat yesterday, not just Palantir individually, but we are seeing those stocks kind of rebound as bond yields are stabilizing. We saw the NASDAQ, we saw the Dow Jones, we saw the S&P all doing well today and up over 1%. So the fact that we have Palantir in the terms of good volume, in terms of trading volume, 52.79 million, things are looking healthy. And specifically, I don't know why she said 400 and some 100 million. We're seeing this, it's worth as much as 579 million, unless it officially closed at that deal. And that's maybe what their final negotiation was. If you guys know that, please leave it down in the comments so we can keep everybody informed. But with Palantir, especially with this large contract, and basically we've had the Army deal with the Department of Defense. That's what the last guy was talking about the last second. That was worth about that $250 million. So Palantir has earnings coming up here November 6th, November 7th, basically in about a month, and has recently almost just secured about $1 billion worth of contracts. So Palantir, I think, is doing very well in terms of the amount of cash that they also have on hand. Remember, they're profitable, and the amount of cash they have on hand is about $3.1 billion. And considering they are a profitable tech AI stock within the industry, does, I believe, in my opinion, separate themselves as a leader in this industry and separates them from a lot of the stocks that are within that AI bubble. Now, of course, everything can come the other way, but with the momentum that Palantir has right now, especially with earnings coming up, it is a strong momentum, and Palantir is being held to those higher standards from the earnings per share revisions that have already happened 5 times in the bullish perspective. Now, another catalyst for Palantir, like I said, it's not stopping right here. This company is making some great business decisions, is that Palantir Technologies and PwC one of the largest companies, collaborate to accelerate operational transformation. And going on here and talking about this continuing is that the collaboration is going to combine Palantir's AI capabilities with PwC's industry experience to help clients realize value in data with AI-enabled options. So Palantir is not just focusing on these government basically contracts right here. Like I said, they are a large part of the revenue. There is no doubt about that. But from a commercial side of things, you're seeing Palantir now getting involved into the healthcare industry and now also into the actual firm industry with PwC right here. And by offering their Foundry, the Palantir Foundry, the platform that is helping to integrate data, process data, and provide analytics and operations to whatever company that they are collaborating with. So this really brings together PwC's deep industry and that functional expertise, bringing cutting edge AI software to basically bring the best type of analytics and tools to help maximize value for their clients. So the fact that Palantir is continuing to do this is great. And Motley Fool comes up with a really cool article here, and I don't disagree that any less, basically saying this is an underrated growth opportunity for Palantir and talking about keeping data secure. That was one of the biggest controversies of the National Health Service deal, was how are we going to keep all this health information deal or keep it all safe? With that being said, hospitals are known for being tech savvy. I think we can all agree on that, and there's room to improve in the process. One of the biggest challenges in the healthcare industry is ensuring the patient information is adequately protected and safeguarded. All about the HIPAA law and the Privacy Acts. Healthcare is very private information. Palantir, the fact that they just secured and were trusted with this national health system with United Kingdom does show you the potential that they could have within the actual U.S. healthcare industry and the exposure that they could meet, considering that they are building this reputation now and having exposure to the healthcare industry. On top of that, they've already earned and brought a lot of credibility within the trust that they've established with the companies that they collaborate with. What I mean there is that Palantir has many government contracts, and the government, they trust Palantir with the information that they do provide and with the data that they do provide. Some government information is highly classified and very private, pretty much similar to healthcare information. So it's already demonstrated its reliability, making it a safer tech company for hospitals to work with, probably more than a lot of the different companies out there that are trying to provide these AI analytics and trying to compete against Palantir. Palantir's already kind of ahead of the game by establishing that grounding in its trust and building loyalty with its clients that it's working with and who it decides to sell its products with. So especially healthcare is just a small slice of Palantir's U.S. business, and especially that they're running a major European government contract that they could help revolutionize the U.S. healthcare industry with their Palantir Foundry software. So really exciting to see there, especially for Palantir and with the amount of momentum that they've had behind it. Another quick article I wanted to cover really quickly here is the implications of this recent deal that's being talked about by this person on Seeking Alpha. Basically just saying how Cisco Systems, they originally acquired Splunk for $28 billion, highlighting the importance of an AI capabilities within the industry. Splunk is a data analytics company, so it shows you really how valuable these data analytics companies are becoming, and especially with an AI industry, Palantir could become valuable, as many people might be looking, in large businesses might be looking for Palantir as a potential takeover target to acquire, and we can really raise the valuation of Palantir and can make it highly more desirable. And with that can come, of course, opportunity for increase in valuation. Now, Palantir, like I said, November 6th, November 7th is we're going to have that earnings call. What's going to be interesting to see is with those momentum that we have had and with that earnings being released, will Palantir have the ability to test this $20 resistance? And why this is an important price zone is because right when the earnings were released for last quarter earnings, Palantir went from about $20 down to about 15 right away, down about 25%. Palantir has strong resistance at that $20. If it can push past that and get the momentum to push past that, I think Palantir could be going to these higher highs that we haven't seen in recent times. So really exciting day for Palantir. So congratulations to all the business decisions happening with Palantir and being able to secure those contracts. Lots of things are happening in the forefront. We'll keep you guys updated, of course, and take care. If you made it to the end of this video, I can't thank you guys enough for supporting a smaller content creator. Have a great day.